Welcome back, my fourth graders. If you came to school and got some clay and then brought it back so I can fire it, you now have something at home that looks like a leaf bowl like this, and it's ready to decorate. You can see I already started to get busy. What I'm using to decorate my clay bowl this time is watercolor. They're not food safe, but you can use your bowl for a lot of other things rather than eating, especially when it's a hand-built bowl. I usually don't like to use hand-built bowls for eating food out of. So I just use them for decoration, which I think is wonderful anyway. And it can hold things too, just not food. So what I like to do is have watercolors available to go ahead, and I have a full range of colors here then to be able to decorate. Some people might not have watercolors at home, and so another recommendation would be using food coloring. Beyond that, I would use any kind of paint that you have, but you'd probably want to water it down kind of like to watercolor, kind of like that watery consistency. That way it'll absorb better in your clay piece. Because what you'll find is when you take watercolor and you start decorating your piece, that watercolor, all that water absorbs immediately and becomes dry very, very quickly. So if you're using a thicker paint, it's a lot harder to work with. So I like to use my watercolors because it actually is watery and soaks in quickly. I also love it as a fourth grader. I'm totally into layering colors and creating new colors. So I like this bluish greenish leaf that I'm thinking about for my piece. So it's really fun to be able to layer colors like that as well. Don't forget, this is a sculpture, so don't forget to decorate the edge. I think you've got a lot of fun opportunities to do a fun pop of color. You can decorate the outside of it as well, but I would not but I would not watercolor the bottom. And the reason is if it gets wet, the watercolor could come off and stain the surface that it's sitting on. So I would say leave the bottom white, and it looks kind of fun when it's this bright white against the rest of these wonderful colors that you can have on your clay piece. Take some time, have some fun, enjoy that process. It's very relaxing and soothing to watercolor on clay, so I like that process. And then I hope that you snap me a picture so I can see it in Seesaw, because I really want to see what you're doing at home. Thank you for watching, friends. Enjoy. Bye.